Well, hello everyone, it's Renata here from RW Psychology. Welcome to day 32. So tonight I'm coming to you with a little bit of a grainy background, and there's a reason for that tonight. It's given a bit of a retro feel because today's topic is, are you accepting of your hat? Now, what do I mean by that? When I talk about are we accepting our hat, when we're talking about acceptance and, we look at all the different hats that we wear as individuals, sometimes we get really caught up on reflecting back on who we used to be. And we often say to ourselves, gosh, I'm just not the same person that I used to be. I wish I could be more like I was then. When I was 16, I didn't worry about anything, or, I'm not as fun-loving as I used to be. I'm not that person anymore. And the thing to remember is that as life changes right now, right in this very minute in your life, you have never been the person you are right in this very minute before. So when I talk about accepting your hats, I mean talking about looking and not comparing the you are right now as you sit in your lounge room somewhere, not actually comparing this very person to somebody previous to who you used to be, because that's where you used to be. This is where you are now. You may never have been a mum before. You may never have been married before. You may never have been in a relationship before. You may never have been at this weight or height or size or shape before. And what we are designed to change. We're human beings that are designed to change. So tonight's message really is, it actually can be counterproductive to reflect back on who you used to be if we're just changing our hats. Over our lifespan, we're going to gather lots of different hats as we travel through education and work, and as we gather different friendships and roles in life. There's going to be changes of our hats. So tonight's message is about how we embrace those hats. And it's important that we sort of come to an acceptance of who we are right now in this very moment in time. The second part of this message is also that, how flexible are you to embrace new things? So whilst we're accepting who we are now, are we rigid? Or are we able to be flexible? And the whole topic for the next 10 days is around, we're talking about identity. So whilst we're talking about identity, we need to actually be a little bit flexible, to experiment a little bit, to experiment with who we are and to experiment with who we want to be. If we're doing the same old things, we have to expect the same old results. If we're going to start experimenting with our identity, we have to be somewhat flexible to try new things, to see what we like, to see what interests us, so that we can develop our likes, our dislikes. So tonight, that's my message, a bit of a dual part about acceptance of all of the hats that we wear, but also to encourage you to be flexible and to be able to really grow and to be flexible and to be able to really dabble in, experimentation of what it is that you like and don't like. So that's my message tonight. So I hope that's useful. And I can see someone's watching online. Hello. I'm not quite sure who and where and how many, because it doesn't actually tell me that information on the program I use. So I'm sorry about that. But I hope you have a good night. And apologies for the grainy feel, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit retro. So I wanted to do the retro feel tonight because it's kind of in that line of reflection on who we used to be. So we need to come back to present moment. So I hope that's helpful for you tonight. It was a late one tonight. I'm very excited to report that Natalie will be joining us tomorrow in the office. We have Natalie joining the team as admin, so it's very exciting. So I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.